Welcome back to What the Tech with your original people. Drum roll please for me coming back. I'm alright. I missed myself too. Come on. But so today basically we're just gonna be talking about ourselves, about Wits, about the Wits Dev Society, about comms, and everything that we've had to go through so far in this year, right? But before we do any of that, we have a new bombshell in town. I don't know if you guys can clock it. Can you clock it? Can you clock it?
New merch.
Can you clock it?
We sagged up.
I don't know, guys. I don't think we can clock it properly. Can we clock it?
Like the Boxfusion logo here. The Deathsock logo here. Are you gonna show them the back?
Yeah.
I should show them the back.
Yeah. Okay.
I won't talk on camera.
Yeah.
So here you go. Whoa, pause.
Just bend over, bro.
Bend over, like just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Guys, this is gonna be a meme.
Yes. But thank you once again to Boxfusion for coming through for us. Thank you for the new merch. We just need to have the kind of uniformity to get us going all the time, right? But so I want to talk to my people here, guys, right? We've been through some, quite hectic 7 months,
7 months, yeah.
Yeah, it's been 7. This is the 8th one, right? August 1st.
Guys, this is 7 months. When did we start scale up? February.
Yeah, 7, 8, whatever it is.
Okay, so it's like 6, 7.
It's a long time.
But yeah, basically, how has it been, in like your life, Nje, and then also academics most widely, and like everything else? How has that been?
Hectic. Hectic. I would never, if it was up to me, I think it was Session today, I was telling him that if it were up to me, man, I wouldn't grow up. I would. Yeah, I would go and play soccer at the park. Those things, bro. Yeah. Going to play, kicking the ball, playing games with your friends until midnight.
I'm sure that can get boring, though.
No.
Guys, come on.
Thing is with gents. So bro, during the holidays, we're not playing Among Us until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We were doing that. We go on Discord, we play Among Us with the whole comms cartel. But I think right now, time is a very valuable asset, so you wouldn't want to mess around with it. Mm-hmm. So, life has been hectic. School has been hectic. Last semester, FLA, No, but we passed.
To be fair though, guys, he was very nice in the exam.
He was.
I feel like we complain a lot about FLA, but he
wasn't he niced us during the exam. I think
even some of those tests, but he wasn't.
I think it's right now. Okay, for me, speaking for myself personally, right now it's not about getting the degree. I mean, the degree is already there. Mm-hmm. It's about getting the right grades to go into honors.
100%.
So that's the pressure.
And I feel like with FLA, we got inherited beef. You know how people tell you FLA is going to be hard. You guys are going to suffer. You guys are not going to sleep and stuff like that. And we had all that stuff in our minds. It was drilled into us that even the simplest things, sometimes it seemed too hard when it wasn't supposed to be hard.
That's true.
I feel like Dimitri did us a solid here.
He did.
That's why most people are not really complaining about FLA this year, because he really did us a solid. And thank God I'm out of those hoods, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you wouldn't want to just be held back by one thing, but you see the finish line, dog.
Especially one that's hard like FLA.
And then after that, you get a cramp, bro. You get a cramp, and that cramp slows you down, bro. You wouldn't want that. But honestly, overall, it's just been hectic. I think this is something that I always like talking to Kamo about, is that this is our building phase of our 20s. We're not only thinking about school, we're thinking about
the foundation also.
The foundation, what's going to happen afterwards, and so forth, and blah, blah, blah. But
Kamo, how about you?
How's life been? Life's been okay. I can't really follow up, Ibram. It's been okay. I can't complain on it. It could always be worse, I think.
Yeah.
FLA was a bit of an issue, but then I stopped attending lectures and then it got better. So second year kids.
That sounds wrong.
Second year kids and onwards, don't attend lectures. Take it from me. I made it this far.
Don't listen to
I think
them, guys.
I can count how many times I've attended lectures since I started here my career at Wits. and I've made it this far. You guys will be okay.
Yeah, this
Don't
guy
listen
is
to them. We're good kids.
He's a part-time
He's
student.
playing, he's playing. Don't
he's
worry.
a part-time student.
Take
He's
my
playing.
words for it. Jessica, social clip that should be the main takeaway of this video. You don't
He's
need
playing.
lectures.
He's playing.
I'm
Trust
trying to
me.
help them out.
Be good kids.
I mean,
Be good kids.
I mean, it depends on what kind of a student you are. If you're that student who preps up before, then go to lectures to like connect the dots.
Yes.
That's gonna be good. But if you just
the
go,
issue is in the lecture, you'll have the dots, but they won't connect. You know.
I mean, it also depends on some of the lecturers, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
for me personally, I'd go into a lecture and come out feeling dumber than I did when I went in.
Oh, no.
It's like, how does that work, man? So I don't know. It's up to you, but
Yeah. But I feel like what you said about like having to prep before you actually get there, at least you understand something, not necessarily everything. Because sometimes I remember the first few lectures of FLA, I'd prep before, but then I leave much more confused. Like, it's like I don't even know anything anymore, you know? So it was more of, you have to do a lot more self-study and try and understand it in your own way. Right? Because everybody has a way that they're going to understand. Some people cram, some people have, they do those flashcards and stuff like that. Like, have your own study method for FLA. That's how you're going to pass it. And if lectures are not working for you, you can go there because there's like vital information that you might get, but not really.
I mean, they drop hints, bro. Come on, you can't do that. Sometimes they drop hints there.
Yeah, 100%.
all I'm saying is I've made it this far, bro.
Yes.
I think
That's what I'm
I think something that we also need to know is that, okay, this is what I've noticed. I think each module requires a different technique. You know, there are some modules that, bruh, you can open those slides, bruh, you can just read them. You nice, you set for life. Now there are other modules where, hey, you have to like digest information. Even you have to make sure that you and chat are best friends on the night before. So I think something that I learned. I know they say that, oh yeah, find your study method that works for you, but I feel like it's based off subjects. Because imagine if you're doing 3 majors, you're doing comms, you're doing chem, you're doing math. You can't tell me that the same way you study for math is the same way you study for comms.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense because math is more about practice.
Yeah.
I don't want to say comms is about memorizing, I can't, I'll be doing an injustice by saying that, but it's more of a thing of your understanding and just trying to remember certain concepts, right? I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah. SD, how did you guys like survive that? Because that's a lot of theory, hey?
I started early. I won't lie. I think, okay, with me, you guys had an exam before SD, right? Yeah, you guys had PC prac.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
So
Yeah, we did.
So I didn't have PC prac. So that time when y'all were suffering, I was
Suffering's a strong word.
But yeah.
But you ain't lying though.
But the thing is that I don't know, with SD it was more, if you attended the lecture that he had, the last lecture, it would have been nice.
Yeah, he drops hints like a lot.
I think lecturers,
I don't know, Kamu can't relate. He's already said his piece. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
But how did you do SD in your own way though?
SD was so horrible. I hate like subjects that are so theory intensive. I feel like a parrot. I'm just ingesting information. Then in the exam, I spit it out. Ask me a day later what I studied. I can't tell you.
Oh yeah,
It's like a sponge. You fill it with water, and the moment I leave my room, the knowledge is dripping. I must make sure I get to the exam
You have
fast
to
so
hurry.
I can get all that knowledge out. And then when I'm done, it's gone. I can't tell you what a freaking design pattern is now.
but do you guys remember? Do you guys like have that thing? Because it happens to be. You see, like after writing, when someone asks me, "Bro, do you remember this?" I'll be like, "Dog, I have no clue."
Yeah, I've already,
out.
released that
It's out.
information to the paper.
No, I get that.
It's out of my hands now.
Yeah, that's SD though, and PC.
Yeah. And
PC.
how was it for you, Pretty?
Let's talk about
Let's talk about you. Yeah.
I was trying to avoid me because it was traumatizing. Like all my tests were like terrible personally, and I think I'm gonna like dabble a bit into religion. For me personally, it was a thing whereby like my mom was like, "You did not pray before the exam. That's why I chopped you off," But like that was just it. I think I should have maybe prayed, but otherwise everything was okay. I think some lecturers were quite, kind in their exams. Like Dimitri, thank you, my guy. If you're seeing this, big ups to you.
Wherever he is.
Wherever you are, big ups to you. You did me a solid right there. I was also shocked, hey? And PC was the most traumatizing one, I'm not gonna lie. And it's partially because I missed one of the tests, so it was, I had to kind of like save the semester and the year, everything, and just the exam. But you know, we can always come back. You know, it's never too late. That is why we're gonna talk about coming back now, right? How do we do it? Like for the students that, you know, had a terrible first semester, because I think it's not the same for all of us. We might be celebrating, but it's different for others.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. That's
And if someone is out there thinking, oh my God, I failed 2 modules. How am I going to survive this, you know? But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And how do we do that? How do we combat that? What is our style? You know, or what can we think about?
Honestly speaking, it's all based on you. I think you have to understand that we all have our own objectives. I think that's the first point you have to put in front. Some people are comfortable with just passing so that they can get out of here. Right? I know people who are in. Someone raised their hand saying it's them, but some people are comfortable. Some people are, as much as they have to make that comeback, some are already set because they know where they're going. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Secondly, failure is also subjective because I can complain that I failed, but if you look at my transcript, that won't be like you're an ungrateful dude. So
I don't speak like that, by the way.
so I think first it's all based on your values. Like
Yeah.
it's basically based on
What do
your
you value
values.
most?
Yeah, what you value most.
Yeah.
If the end goal is honors, my brother, you have to sleep in the library, just like me. If your goal is to pass so that you come back to honors later or you can apply somewhere else, obviously you have to clutch up. But if you're genuinely just tired, like if you're just tired, and I'm not encouraging, by the way, this is not me encouraging anybody to be like, just go for the bare minimum, because we don't want to normalize mediocrity. Like mediocrity is like, for me, it's a no-no. You know,
Yeah.
you can't say, oh, damn, I passed with the 50% and you're celebrating and you're going to Zignis, because you're basically setting the standard as 50%. You're smiling, yeah, Zignis, yeah, danko. So it's all based on values and you take it from there, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a values thing. If you value masters, all of that, push. If you want to get a job, don't push. Focus on your, okay, no, that sounds wrong. Focus on your
Yeah,
kids
someone's
out.
gonna be
Push
working at
every time,
McDonald's because of that statement.
No, but push, but you know that you have pushed enough and you can rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I hear you.
I think something that a lot of us, I don't know, I feel like I've experienced it more oftentimes before I pulled out, was that through the grind or through the hustle, you start losing yourself. And you never know when the grind stops, you don't know if you can go back to your old self.
Yeah.
I mean, people call it growth, fair enough, but you won't find joy in certain things anymore because your life has constantly been under pressure.
Yeah. You will even lose passion.
You lose passion, yeah. So I used to play like a lot of games. Now I don't have time for games. I'm telling myself after this degree, I want to get a PlayStation or something. Will I even have time for that? Nah.
Whoa.
You know? So
Yeah.
I think it's a values thing, but
Yeah.
Kamu.
Yeah, I think just to add on with the time issue, you just have to make time for things that you think are important to you, right? Like one thing that I had to really come to terms with, especially last year, was how I was kind of disappointed with how the degree was structured. Like I felt really let down with how things were taught to us.
Yeah.
I didn't think that we were doing the things that I had expected to do. I mean, you go into computer science, you kind of have a certain expectation of building projects and, you know, making these cool things, showing
100%.
people,
Yeah.
making
I
websites,
hear
all that. And that's exactly the polar opposite, if I could even say that way, of what this degree is about, at least at Wits. I don't know how other universities do it. Some people say it's a bit more practical there. But yeah, so in my head, I was like, okay, this degree is not what I expected. I still want to make projects. That's something I want to dedicate a lot of time to. So some sacrifices had to be made, like Ibram said, right? I told myself, well, am I really that academically inclined? Not anymore. No, I think after high school, I don't want to say clocked out, but I lifted my foot off the pedal a bit in that sense. So I could allot more time towards the things I wanted to be doing, like building projects. And in that way, I kind of kept that interest and passion for coding and making things alive within me.
Yeah.
Because and I was still talking to you about this yesterday as well. Like a lot of us who chose this degree, and I'm sure maybe other people, maybe like computer engineering or something, You come into the degree with a certain expectation, with certain passions that led you to pick that degree. Maybe you like making things, you like tinkering. But then through the degree, through your grind, like Ivan said, you kind of lose that passion because now it just becomes like a chase for a specific percentage on a piece of
just
paper, right? Like, depending on what your goals are. If you want to be an academic person, obviously you're gonna have to sacrifice that. So yeah, going through the degree, you kind of lose that initial thing that made you want to take that degree in the first place, which I think is very sad because we kind of come out of the degree and then ask ourselves, oh, what now? I don't actually like the thing I spent the
Yes,
past
yeah,
4 years
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
And then we end up in consulting, we end up in these other, these other
Why
firms.
consulting?
I'm just saying.
Nah, I'm offended.
It's a
It's
I
a
don't
general
want to be in
trend. It's a
consulting.
general trend.
It's a general trend that I've come to note.
Yeah.
Like first year, if you're in first year right now, talk to most of your peers about why they chose that degree, and they'll tell you, "Oh no, I like making things. I'm so interested."
Something's about
Third
the
year
money.
comes-
I like coding.
Somewhere.
Okay, whatever, yeah. But then go to third year and ask them that same question, and you'll hear a lot of different answers. It's no longer I like making things. It's more like I don't know. I just want to.
It gets quite confusing as you get like,
yeah. So really know what's important to you. Like, do you want to be making things? I guess I'm kind of making it too specific to my thing of building projects, but like, just know what you want out of yourself, and make sure to dedicate time to that. This university is not just about chasing that piece of paper at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Unless that's your goal, which is to go on to PhDs or whatever. That's fine. Be an academic person, but just know the reason why you're here. I think is the main thing to
And keep reminding yourself
keep reminding yourself of why you're here. You're not just here for one thing. I think the multiple aspects of university, right? If you just came in to get a degree, could have just gone to a college or something like that makes it easier. But university, you're here to like meet new people, you're here to grow as a person. Like there's so many other facets of this place that I feel we don't take advantage of because we just get so buried into the book.
Sometimes it's not even about that. Some opportunities are gate kept as well.
What do you mean?
100%.
From what I've seen. Like, wait, did you know that there's an exchange program?
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
that.
You heard?
Yeah.
Is it properly advertised?
No.
I think it's
Exactly.
advertised to like
If
the
you know
masters and stuff.
for undergrads too. If you know, you know. It's like, I think it's like there's so many opportunities. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's a thing of if you know, you know.
I don't know, man, because people do find out. I feel like if you want to know something, you will find out.
Yeah.
You will put in the work to find out.
Yeah, because
like, no matter how hard it is to know something, if you want to know it, you will find it.
Yeah. And
You
for
will.
me, right, like for example, I recently attended like something about like the environment.
Yeah.
I was the Minister of Forestries and Fisheries and stuff. Trust me, it really has nothing to do with my degree. In fact, they were so against tech.
Yeah.
They're saying like carbon footprint whatsoever. But I think for me, I'm trying to find myself, as you say.
Something in your heart led you to
Yeah.
that place, right? Yes.
I'm trying to find myself and my place in the tech world. I don't really just want to focus on a dev company or like just a dev house and stuff. I want to find something. I want to create something that's going to make an impact, right? That's why I started like attending these things in the second semester. Obviously, because in the first semester I got, too into the books. I couldn't see the world anymore. At one point I stopped playing volleyball, which is also part of my lifeline, And yeah, I didn't speak to my mom for months. That was crazy. And every time she'd call me, I'm studying. Like I lost myself, trying to chase the degree. And you can ask yourself, is it worth it? At the end of the day, it is worth it. But there's a lot that you have lost on that road, friendships, you like having to just stick it up and just study. It's a good thing, 100%. But there's little things that have been a part of your life for the longest of times that you gradually lose and like don't get a hold of anymore, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like,
agree.
I feel like for the people that, did not actually do well in the first semester, right? You can't give up. I've done it before and it ended up terrible for me. I gave up in the second semester just because, I failed one module in the first semester, So at the end of the day, it became much worse.
Yeah.
Because I gave up. I was in a depressive mood and nobody knew all those things. I didn't reach out because I think I'd really tried to reach out to CCDU and people, but like it didn't really work the way I wanted
You
it
saying
to.
CCDU doesn't work?
I'm not saying it doesn't work. think it has its own people.
joking.
It has its own people that day, because I just felt like they couldn't hear me, you know. Yeah, but I gave up, and that was such a dumb thing for me, because like I'm still here, you know, which is crazy.
It's only 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Like in the grand scheme of things, it's only 1 year.
It is, but it's now a what if
Yo.
situation. What if I didn't? What if I just, you know?
Yeah.
So keep it up. Keep it up, people. Whatever you've been doing, just do it better now. You know, if you did something and it's working for you, do it much better. If the clubs ain't working for you, do not go back just because your friends.
Yeah.
Respectfully, you know, maybe it's because like I'm biased because I don't drink, but like respectfully, if that thing you realize, like reflect, actually, you know, people must have like not a journal, but like you must take time to yourself to reflect.
I think something that I'm hearing, it's a maturity talk right now that we're having, because and I always say this, I feel like we all mature differently.
Okay.
I mean, we still have some peers that we know that go out and all of that. They don't see the, like, not shaming anybody, but like some people just don't see the importance of locking in now. I know there's this whole concept of I'm still young. You know, that's a nice. It sounds very nice. You know, it sounds very nice. But you know, today when I went to for a short meeting was like there was me and Sashin, right, and everybody else is us old, right. And what they said was that you guys are choosing to suffer now. Why? Like y'all can be enjoying your 20s. And I say that I don't want to wake up in my 30s and try and play the catch-up game when already people have, you know, support me. In my 20s when I was supposed to lock in. By the way, this is like our personal experiences, our personal opinions. So if you think it's
not your thing, then
you can discard
Are
it.
you
But
self-censoring now?
I'm self-censoring, you know. But
There's other words, you know.
yeah.
if you think it's but we were assessing
That one is a bleep.
Say sherbet.
100%.
sherbet. If you think it's sherbet, then you can throw it in the air. But then
Yeah.
I think right now we're having a maturity talk, and I feel like certain things will make you wake up. There's always a thing of like it's good to, like yesterday I was speaking to my hand, and she was saying that
Who?
You hear who?
guys, you heard.
No, I
Maturity
didn't.
talk, Kamu.
But
Maturity
mature,
talk.
yeah, mature.
And then
Continue.
and
Your
then-
lover, you're talking to your lover, yes.
Bro, like people are watching this. Like,
It's maturity talk. It's a
My family is
maturity
watching
talk.
this. My family is watching this.
It's mature.
But-
your partner, your person.
Yeah, your partner. Yeah, partner is
Your for lifer, right?
Kamu's on the road.
but other than that,
I'm
but
sorry.
but
Yeah.
other than that,
People are gonna cringe at that one.
yeah, they are.
gosh.
But then you please zoom in on him on that. But then, okay, I'm trying to get. Okay, yes. So now when we're having that talk, I was just telling them that now I just don't want to wake up when I'm 30, and I'm like, damn, I spent my 20s grooving.
Yeah.
Spend, you know, like you think about all the money you're spending. You're like, yo, I would have invested and all. I don't want to play that catch-up game.
Yeah.
So it's a bittersweet situation. That's what I was telling them today. I was like, yeah, it's not nice that I'm seeing my peers going to groove. Like it's fun. Like I like music. I like chilling. All of that. Like it's very bitter to see that I'm not there to spend time with them, or I can't go out often. Like groove is not the only outing you can do. Like there are some meetups that your friends will organize, but because you're busy at school, you're busy with an assignment, you just can't go, right?
Can I just
You're
say
making
something?
you're making those sacrifices so that you're good. But like I said, like this is like an opinion of mine, and you know, I'm always like in hopes that okay, when I come back, I hope they'll still be able to accept me. You know, that's like a constant thought that I have, because what you said, I do resonate with it and I do relate to it, because it's a thing of I know what I have sacrificed in order to be in a position that I'm in right now. And it's like, by the time that things have died down, I hope they'll be there and also be willing to accept and understand that this is all, you know, I have something to show that, guys, I might have left for a bit, but this is what I wanted.
Yeah,
you know?
and I just want to say that, like in regards to that, for me personally, it's a can you handle each situation? If you can go to clubs and still study and still pass, I've seen people do that.
Those are
You know?
soldiers. Those are God's
And
soldiers. Man.
yeah, like it shocks me. Like they even like if you ask for their transcript, they don't even shy away from it. They can show you their 80s. They can show you. But this person every night, they get to thingy. So it's a can you survive a type of situation. So what I was speaking more about when I said like you might want to stop that is if it's not working for you. Like you tried that groove life for the first time in your life and it did not work for you. You're a first year. You've already failed like 4 of your modules out of the 8 that you're doing and stuff like that. And
That's a lot.
Hey man.
Whoa. My bad.
Ibrahim is a different human being. Hey, he doesn't
Ibrahim
go to
doesn't fail,
club.
guys.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever
You know,
you say.
I fail, guys. Yo, mechanics too. Hey, first semester. Okay, but anyways, continue.
But yeah, so it's a thing whereby now you have to prioritize, right? For example, I started playing volleyball a long time ago, and I had to check. Once my things started going down, I had to have to revisit my priorities.
Is volleyball gonna put bread on the table?
100%. And I'm too short for like pro volleyball.
No, but here's the thing. I think something that like again, I went with my partner, as you said, and with a friend of ours. We went to the Tato Rambedi podcast, and there's something that they say. They say that redefining fun, and maybe like instead of you taking volleyball seriously, maybe that can be your time away from the books type of thing.
So actually, yeah, I was gonna get to that actually because I had to revisit, right? And I took volleyball out of my schedule, but I realized that volleyball there's like a time for it. For example, at 8:30, I'm supposed to go to training. So from half past 5 to 8, I find myself doing nothing. And even if I try and study, I can't because that's time for what? That's time for volleyball. But then because I had to prioritize at that time, it wasn't really much of a loss because even those 3 hours I had something to do, projects. First semester, there was just projects, there was just meetings, there was just these sprints, that, right? But then I came back home, obviously, because why not? Yeah, but yeah, just talking about, finding yourself and stuff in second semester, since we are the Dev Society and we have a lot on our roster, my people here, you guys are going to tell us what's on the plan? Because I know our second semester is packed.
I think we should first say why we have things on the roster, right? Kamu has his things going with his team. He'll explain why he's doing it. Then I'll explain from our side as a society, why we're doing our thing. So I think Kamu can start with the workshops, the whole plan around it.
Yeah, so we're doing workshops every Tuesday during the break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be an MSL, and the whole idea behind that is just to explain it. Just to show you that there's still things you can work on outside of the school projects that you get. Things that you just upskill yourself externally.
That's
because there's a few things that are expected of you when you leave school that school does not give you, and these are technical skills. I'm not talking about soft skills or whatever. That's a whole different conversation. So yeah, the workshops are just there to kind of wet your feet a bit in concepts of web development. And what we'll do is we'll each week work on an aspect of what fits into a larger piece that becomes a big project towards the end. So I think we'll have in total 8 to 10 weeks to work on that. So every Tuesday, and each lesson will just be building up to that big project at the end, and then you can have something nice to show on your portfolio and hopefully get a job once you leave this place. I guess that is the ultimate goal, right?
Yeah. I mean also, I think, I don't know how it's structured out, if people are going to be working on it individually or into teams, the bigger project.
No, it's individual.
It's individual. But just to give you guys clear insight of what's going on is that companies have an expectation that universities are teaching us what's currently going on. Trust me, I'm seeing it right now. And I think it's very disheartening that you are spending money bands and bands and bands to get to a certain point, but you don't even get there. You don't get to that end goal because you're not well equipped. A lot of the companies that came to our career, they were like, oh yeah, no, some companies are like, oh yeah, we receive a lot of Wits students, but the technical aspect is the one that's lacking.
It's not there. 100%.
Other guys are like, Wits students are, we don't see them in our application. And it goes back to Kamu's point. Everybody falls out of love with coding and goes to consulting. Now, the thing is, one of our classmates was making a statement on it. And I do agree with him. Like, first and foremost, this is a research institution, right? So first and foremost, this is a research institution. Secondly, there's a difference between computer science and software
Information
engineering
technology.
and information technology.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. So I think it's also about you need to educate I mean, you can't, right? You in grade 12, you have expectation of it, all of that. But like, I wouldn't necessarily say that whatever happens here is useless. It is technically not. Like, it's really not.
Oh, yeah, nothing's useless. No.
It's really not, because, and I'm giving you like a personal experience. Since we're talking about personal experiences, last year went to Intellect for, I think it was one of their workshops building up to their yearly hackathons. And one of the Cape Town students was like, from UCT, by the way, UCT, came and was like, and he's an honor student. He said that, as much as people can say Wits students are not technically ready, as much as because we work on little projects and all of that, when it comes to problem solving, we the top, because of the amount of math we do, the amount of problem solving we are exposed to. That's why we come out the top, right? So I think it goes back to what Gamu was saying, like what you value. It goes back to what I was saying, what you value. If you want to be in a dev company, if you want to continue building things, if you want to make things like on the side and all of that, obviously you have to focus on your technical skills and all of that kind of stuff. Then if you don't want to do that and you want to go into your data analysis roles or all those kind of things, then that's where I don't want to say technical skills are not important, because they are still important, because you'll be working on
100%.
models and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to say is that different universities have different places for different people.
Yeah.
See? And I think maybe what needs to be done in future is that each university or people should actually speak on what to expect from different universities and different courses.
Yeah.
You know, because you find that people will say that, for example, this is good at research, but UJ and UP are good at accounting. You know, so these are the kind of things that you need to like try and see
As a grade 12 student,
as
right?
a grade 12 student as well.
100%.
But just to circle back, the whole point of the workshops is honestly to give you that exposure to new technologies that are being used currently in the workspace. Because, algorithms are helpful. They are helpful, all that kind of stuff. I mean, the Checkers 60/60 app was literally that whole motorcyclist problem, whatever that whole problem was. The person who owns Loop from Cape Town.
Shortest path, yeah.
Yeah, the shortest path thing. She's from Wits. She did that project. She's from Wits. So those things have importance, but it's up to you what you consider important. So Kamu's workshops is just to introduce you to
make you not dumb.
Yeah, and make you industry ready.
Make you smarter.
So that's
Like
that.
me.
Really.
And yeah,
very subjective.
For
Very
events,
subjective.
For events, we have panel discussions coming up. We have hackathons coming up. We have, what else do we have coming up?
The financial wellness
talk, right?
Yeah.
Because what we have done also this year is to partner with companies and reach out to more of these companies, because they do have an interest in talking to you guys and telling you more about their companies and stuff, right? When they come in to talk during the panel discussions, they are going to be talking about specific important topics that are, currently happening in the tech industry right now, in the tech space. I know of a company that's just going to come in and talk about AI and, how you can still be employable even with AI, still happening and stuff. I know I saw an article recently, I just have to say this, where they were saying like how with Meta, when you were interviewing for Meta and stuff, you can bring your laptop and search for your AI stuff. But it's about how you use it and how you tackle the problem with your ChatGPT. Now that's the case, So it's more, now companies are embracing this, and I'm sure they want to educate, obviously, their future employees and stuff, so that we are, well versed and we understand where to go after this, because at one point in the interviews, they're just going to let you use your AI but now it's more about how you're going to use it. What are your skills using it, and what's the end product when you get it? Because some of the AI things that we do build and stuff, they're not really that strong. It's just a crumbling block, literally, right?
I mean, I don't think the learning has to start at the workplace. I think it has to start from tertiary or primary school level, because you literally robbing a whole generation of an opportunity if it's not being sorted out now.
Yeah.
A recent article that even came up was about UCT demolishing their not demolishing, but they're canceling their Turnitin AI subscription, if I'm not mistaken. We'll probably put the
Allegedly.
well, no, it's actually reported. Like there's a news article on it.
Is there a reason why they're doing that?
Okay.
It's to embrace their new AI framework.
God knew.
So I think they're just being more accepting, as she said. That's what I'm saying, that it has to start from the education phase, not from the workplace. Yeah. So it's a thing of adaptation right now is crucial, especially in South Africa, and it has to not only start in workplaces. As much as workplaces are accepting, imagine you came from an institution that constantly says AI is bad. When you go to a workplace, you even have that fear of using AI.
And you're also going to be slow with your deliverables because they're going to expect
So those are the consequences. So as much as there's this whole thing of now companies are now accepting all that, I think that's not an achievement in my eyes. I feel like the achievements need to start from, I want to hear that a grade 1 or a grade 2 can properly prompt how to make, not a grade 1, grade 2. Damn, I'm
grade R, right? Crash.
No. Like a grade 5 or grade 4 can properly prompt ChatGPT to make a simple comic book or something. Or one-page comic that makes sense.
Because that's the future, guys.
Because that's the future.
Yeah, and also like something that at the recent Monaco.
My brother doesn't know how to
T-shirt.
At the recent Monaco breakfast, networking breakfast that we have, I think the students there, us in the consulting club, we were quite shocked on how open they were talking about ChatGPT. He's like, I respond using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I use this for chat. Like everyone was just like, oh wow, okay. It's like, why? It's not an embarrassing thing.
No, it's not. Like even when I was doing my internship for a certain company, like they have their own chat model, bro. Like that's how much a lot of these guys are adapting to chat. But it's not good. It's not a secret anymore that this company is using chat. It's not a secret.
Because there's also a stigma with AI, right? You would know. You love AI.
But like I said, everything.
I mean, in a good way.
Everyone loves AI.
Everyone loves AI.
Your relationship with AI is
It's
much
different.
more. It's giving marriage.
It's more sentimental.
Nah, but I think the whole thing should be. I think the whole achievement should start from, from the education phase.
Yeah.
And this is why these events are useful, right?
That's why we're having these events. 100%.
So that you can educate your kids.
Put it into their
Yes.
head.
And also, before I forget, we also have the social good hackathon, the annual Adapt IT hackathon coming through.
There will be food.
And all these events, guys, there's going to be
always
food.
food.
We know that's how we can buy you guys, with food, right? So yeah, just before also we conclude,
Guys, wait. Before we conclude, I want to ask you guys a question quickly. What you think? Would you guys respond to an AI therapist?
No.
Bro, I was speaking to chat the other day, bro, and I was like, whoa, the emotional intelligence that you're having is low-key scary.
These things are evolving very fast, eh?
Nah, I would not.
Nah, like,
I don't think there's that. There has to be, a therapist is different, man.
I think
It's
with chat, because
different.
I've also had like those conversations with it where you're just like, feeling the waters. And it's very good at surfacing information,
bro.
but I wouldn't say take its advice word for word. Even a person, I wouldn't take a therapist, a licensed therapist. I wouldn't take their advice.
Why?
Like I wouldn't blindly accept everything they tell me.
You're one of those.
No, I don't think anyone should blindly accept anything that anyone says to them, no matter what qualification they have. You should always like have some level of criticism that you apply, and
I get that, but
maybe I don't trust, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like
I hear you.
yeah,
I hear you. Yeah.
It's good at surfacing information.
Are you afraid they're gonna steal your steez if you go for therapy?
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't do therapy. I have nothing against therapy. I'm saying even with a licensed therapist, you can't just take their word for everything, you know.
Okay,
you have to like apply some rationale and think for
Yeah,
yourself.
I hear you. For myself, I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust. Like, it's much better coming from a human because you can also tell with them, like, are they sincere about what they're talking about and stuff. With AI, it's just words.
Guys, it's not even words. It doesn't. Yo, bro, chat. I recently got Chat Pro, but that thing does not sound like it's an NPC.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It sounds like what? Like, yo, man, like your personal best friend, but that's the danger. That's the danger.
Your personal best friend. How does your partner feel about that statement?
It's giving the Matrix.
She
Like,
was there when I
please.
was. She was there when I was asking you to teach me French.
Please be careful. AI is taking over our lives. Look at you guys now saying personal best friend.
No, but there's like there's AI girlfriend apps.
Yo, there's this AI girlfriend apps. Like, I don't know, like
With subscription on that one.
yeah, like you can be practicing your risk.
Cut humans. It's time. Cut. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. I think we had a
that it?
blast.
Done.
We had a blast. Hey, you know, there's still a lot to talk about, you know, and the semester is still long.
Oh, you forgot. Yo,
Sherbet.
Sesame, the women's segment. That's something you forgot.
It's coming.
So next week we'll all wear wigs and lipstick for the Women's Month episodes. I think there's 3 episodes happening, right?
we don't need no
there's
drag
3.
queens here.
Yeah.
no?
So just to
No, there's
embrace,
3. You're right.
Yeah, to embrace Women's Month, we'll all be dressed like women.
You see me in a skirt.
PT included as well.
You see me in a skirt. You know,
High heels.
heels.
No, definitely not him. He's not going to be
You
here.
know, nails done. You
I'll be there,
know,
though.
initials as well. You know, type shit.
Guys.
I should, yo, you guys need to
We love
censor me.
We love